Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is Virtual Nunchucks here, and I hope you're having a great Saturday. As you can see, I'm playing a little bit of Star Trek Online. This is something that I do on my days off. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to mention something. I noticed, well, there's a young Orion woman who needs to do whatever she's doing. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I saw on the internet. Forbes.com recently released an article based on some information that we got, the gaming world got a couple of days ago, about Anthem. Anthem's, for those of you who don't know, I don't know why you wouldn't, but Anthem is the looter shooter done by BioWare. It is recently been reviewed not so well because of progression problems, loot problems, lack of content, and a number of things. And to correct that, what BioWare was trying to do was put out a roadmap with different events and different releases and balance changes coming and things like that. And they managed to only get like a couple of things done. They managed to do a little bit of, I guess, weapons balancing a little bit, and one special event mission kind of thing done for the month of April. And they announced in this article on Forbes.com that the rest of their roadmap for the remainder of April and going forward has been, I think the entire map has been delayed. Now, this is not good news for BioWare. This is not good news for the community at large as a whole for Anthem. If you are a fan of Anthem, I apologize to you. I feel bad for you, rather, because obviously the game is going to stay in the state that it's in for this foreseeable future. They said that they will talk again in May about where they are with certain things, namely the progression, the loot drops, things like that, and the in-game stuff, like the different missions and different content that was supposed to be coming. Forgive me, guys, I have some tea because I am... my throat's a little dry, but I feel really bad because I do like BioWare as a developer, as a publisher, or not a publisher because unfortunately they're owned by EA now. But I love their games. Most of the time when they release a game, it's a pretty decent game. Now the last few years with Andromeda and with Anthem, unfortunately, it has hurt them, and it is sad because I'm afraid that it may hurt them to the point where they'll never be able to come back from this. I wish them well. I hope that they do well, but I do know people who play this game, who play Anthem quite frequently. My brother is one of them. One of my brothers is one of them, plays it quite a lot, and unfortunately they're just going to be stuck with the game as it stands right now for the foreseeable future. Now, if you want to see that game, unfortunately I cannot attach it until after the video is published, but I will try to put it in the description for you guys. It's Forbes. Basically, you can Google Anthem Roadmap Delayed or Anthem Forbes article, and it'll pop up for you. You can take a look at it. It's rather depressing because I wanted the game to succeed. I was very interested in that game. It looked like it would be a lot of fun. But this is a problem with games as a service. When you push a game out that is really incomplete, that the game doesn't have all the core mechanics right, it doesn't have the world right, it doesn't have all that stuff right, this is the kind of stuff that happens. I believe games as a service is a good idea in principle. I've said that before. But we're seeing again why games as a service really is a bad idea. Because it's expensive to develop a game. It's expensive to put all that stuff out. And I realize that, but if you release an incomplete game, your player base, the ones that are diehard BioWare fans, or diehard Tom Clancy fans in the case of The Division, or diehard Battlefront fans from Star Wars Battlefront 2, whatever, it makes for a lot of ill will. There's a paragraph in that article that mentions the live stream that they did recently to discuss the loot balancing and the things that they were going to try to do, the live stream that they were putting out, the weekly live stream or monthly, however they do it, that they were being spammed in chat. Basically, everybody was screaming loot, loot, loot. They wanted to know what the deal was and things, and it just made for an awkward live stream. And I feel really bad because I feel like the developers themselves, and I'm not going to bash EA here because, like I said in a previous video about the news that was coming out of Anthem, that EA gave them, 5 years, 7 years, something like that. It was a ridiculous amount of time to put out this game, and they couldn't decide what they wanted to put in it. So I don't blame BioWare for this. I don't blame EA rather for this. I blame BioWare because if you're going to come out with a concept and you're going to sell that concept to your CEO and your bosses, and they say yes, make this game, then by all means make the game. I understand that there were extenuating circumstances, people moved around for different projects and things, but don't pitch a game if you don't have an idea where you want to go with it. That's my opinion. And that's all it is my opinion. I feel sorry for them for this reason. This is the kind of stuff that makes people lose their jobs. This is the kind of stuff that closes down studios. This is the kind of stuff, if the game does not have the player base, it does not have the staying power, or the selling power, this is the kind of stuff that closes down studios, and I feel really, really bad about this. It's terrible. So I don't know if I can get it attached. I'll link the description, or I'll link the article in the description if I can get it attached after the video publishes, let you guys see this. But it just makes me sad. It just makes me sad that this is the state of gaming right now, where everybody thinks they have to have services, where everybody thinks they have to have various things going on, and it just makes me sad because say what you want about my opinion piece on 1886. I realize that it wasn't a great game. There were problems with that game too, but at least, at the very least, there was a story there. It was a coherent universe. It may not have been very interactive from a player standpoint, but there was a universe. There was plot. There was intrigue. There was all that stuff, and it made for an interesting game to at least play and watch. Mostly watch and play. But say what you want. This is the sad part. This is just sad for me as a gamer and as a consumer who happens to like BioWare. I like Dragon Age. I like all the things that I've played. Mass Effect was awesome. Not Andromeda, please. Andromeda, I might give Andromeda a shot now that it's been all fixed up and everything, but I just never have touched Andromeda because it just was broken, and that also makes me sad. I hope you guys really have a great weekend, and we will be back on Monday. If you have an opinion about the state of Anthem or the state of games as a service or whatever, leave me a comment, drop me a like on this video, let me know what you think, because hey, my opinion is my opinion, but I could be, and I acknowledge that I could be very, very wrong. I could just be maybe a little old-fashioned. I don't know. But let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed the video, of course, drop me a like. But it just breaks my heart to see this kind of stuff happening to gaming as a whole, more and more. Good studios and good developers, for whatever reason, just don't put out games in a complete way anymore, and it just makes me sad. So hope you guys have a great weekend. You can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/virtualnunchucks. Twitter @vnunchucks is my handle. Hit me up there, because you know what, I look there too. Okay, and I would love to talk to you guys over there. You can follow me over there, and of course twitch.tv/virtualnunchucks. We will see you guys on Monday. We'll be doing some live streams again very, very, very soon. And before we go, if you've never played Star Trek Online, if you're a fan of the series or a fan of the show in general, then I want to show off some cool combat before we go. But you guys have a great day, and we will see you on Monday, alright? Thanks.